Now, let's look at some of the information from the National UFO Reporting Center and check into some recent sightings. The middle of August 2009 seemed to see a rash of reported UFO sightings in areas as far apart as Wisconsin and Hawaii. The reports, especially from the night of August 15, are still incomplete, but what we do know was that there were many phone calls to local police departments in a variety of locations. According to the center in Washington State, many of the witnesses were exceptionally qualified observers, and they apparently witnessed several most unusual objects. What is most interesting about the sightings is that Hawaiians were involved. Normally in the past, when strange phenomenon have been seen in the 50th state, and that's not been very often, those sightings have been isolated in time from sightings on the mainland. Similar reports of multiple orange or red objects were submitted from several states and even a few other countries during that week. Greencastle, Pennsylvania, the morning of July 15th. It's 5 a.m. A highly respected former high-ranking military officer was preparing for his morning job. He reported to the center that he looked up only to see, quoting, "a very strange object streaking between layers of broken overcast," unquote. He was able to dash into his house to retrieve a pair of binoculars. Using his skills in observation honed by years in the military, he reported that he was able to get a very good look at it before it suddenly streaked upwards and then totally disappeared in just a few seconds. The center says that the respected witness had excellent vision, and while in the military, had a considerable amount of in-the-field observations and had reached a high level of responsibility. And one other thing. MUFON is alive and well. Its headquarters are in Fort Collins, Colorado. You know, in many ways, each of us has the internal psyche and fear of the unknown, as does a normal 10-year-old boy, lying on his bed, trying to get to sleep on a windy autumn night. The walls of his room are awash with the ever-changing shadows made by street light coming through the moving leaves of trees. He lies there, contemplating something his school teacher told him earlier in the day. Teacher says heaven is forever, and ever, and ever, and ever. The concept of a never-ending forever is more than his 10-year-old mind can grasp. His stomach churns. His brain is filled with more than the sweeping images on his wall. This night, he may never get to sleep. And so it is with us. We think of ourselves as competent, rational, organized, educated adults. But when it comes to the concept of other life in the universe, when it comes to understanding the incredible sky savvy of ancient man, when it comes to wondering about the end of the world, we are no better off than that little boy. We are confused to the point of losing our appetite. The big question is, will we sleep tonight?